In today's news headlines, the body of a 12-year-old was found in Montego Bay after she was washed away by floodwaters in Westgate near Montego Bay, St. James. She was located near the Montego Bay Wharf in St. James. She was earlier swept away by floodwaters in Westgate. The search is still ongoing for her grandmother, who was also washed away. The woman's 71-year-old husband and their 25-year-old daughter were rescued by Good Samaritans who heard their pleas for help as they clutched to branches and bushes. Further reports indicate that the body of the 12-year-old, known as Janelle, was recovered about 1.5 miles from where she was washed away by raging floodwaters in Montego Bay on Tuesday. It was further stated that the body was seen dressed in clothes that her family mentioned that she was wearing at the time when she was swept away. Janelle and her 68-year-old grandmother Beryl Walters were among occupants of a motor car that was swept away by the raging waters following heavy rains in the parish of St. James. Currently, there is a flash flood warning that has been put in place for 5 parishes. A flash flood warning is now in effect for Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne, Trelawney, and St. James, and a flash flood watch for all other parishes. A flash flood warning means flooding has been reported and residents in low-lying areas should move to higher ground. A flash flood watch means a flooding is possible and residents are advised to take precautionary measures and to be ready for quick action if there is flooding or if a warning is issued. Small craft operators, including fishermen from the Keys and Banks, are reminded to remain in safe harbor until all warning messages have been lifted and until wind and sea conditions return to normal. Flooding has been reported in Fairview, Westgate Hills, South Gully, St. Cleves Avenue, Rosemount Gardens, and Portland in St. James. In the event of heavy rains, persons are being asked to be ready to evacuate if they live in low-lying or flood-prone areas. They should also make a decision about possible evacuation routes from their homes. They should avoid flooded waterways like fords, gullies, streams, or rivers. All important documents should be placed in plastic bags, and electricity should be turned off.